field, it's Prince. Gets it out quickly. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Wow, and the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
He's got it. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. He's going to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Going for the big play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
At the 40, there he goes. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Stanford. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and he lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Running back searching for a hole. Got room at the 35. Hit the afterburners, kid. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Looking for space to the left. Safe completion on the screen. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Ready to fire from the pistol. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll try the run. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He'll take it himself. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Miami! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Back to throw, it's Prince. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Thorne.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get laddered up.
Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Fullback's got it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, how about that play call? Third down, turn it around, hand it to the big fella, your fullback, and he does the work to get the first.
Going up top on first down. Feeling some heat. With the catch, it's Bannon. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50 burn. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. To the air, it's Prince. They're trying to get to it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Stanford comes up with a first and goal. Sticks it in his belly. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 7 over Western Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quick completion on the out. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. He's back to throw on second down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. To throw, it's Fritz. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Offense gets set for second down. After run, now throw. He breaks a tackle. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Stanford going back to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Thorne. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
On second down, looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cook. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking to the big tight end. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an... Sends it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Scrambling away. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all of the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
The running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Finds his man. It's Daniel. And he'll be smacked to the ground. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the catch. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Canes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Getting set for the point after. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Looking for a man. It's Prince. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Fires to the big fella. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Quickly to the tight end. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Miami! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UTSA has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. Up by 21 over the Sharks. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you've got the intended target double covered. There is no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Looking to throw, it's Prince. This time it's complete. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Stanford quickly to the line. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Thorne. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thorne. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll give it to the back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Catch in the middle. It's Daniel. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Now from inside the red zone. Oh, if only he wore a half-size smaller shoe. Maybe he keeps that foot in bounds, incomplete in the end zone.
Man, what a big play late in this game. You need a score. You desperately need it. Oh, look how close that was. The foot just out of bounds.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately.
Snatches it on the run. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there.
Picked off!
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it! Touchdown, Canes!
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Looking to pass on second down. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The aerial assault continues. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
He makes the connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. It's Daniels. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right?
Fires one high and deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Getting some heat. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Using his legs to buy some time. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Coming after it. And as he throws, it's caught. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one.
A shot toward the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Got it in the middle. It's Thorne. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage?
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
To the air, it's Prince. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from. You try to...
And they got him for the sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long. He unleashes a long one. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 25. Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock, and made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Stanford.
Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. And he's going to go down as time has run out. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.